timeless journeys are all about social studies. Social studies! Let's get ready for the social studies of my life. A major impact on who I have become in life derives from my involvement in the GEMS program, Girls Embracing Maturity, Strength, and Scholarship, located at Claflin University. I have volunteered with the GEMS program for 7 years, and it has become special to me to watch 7-year-old girls form into 14-year-old girls who have goals and dreams in life. It forces me to analyze the society that we live in as commercials, magazine articles, video games, amongst many other things continue to objectify young girls and women every day. Being a mentor for these girls is something that I am really passionate about because it motivates me to rebel against society, our society that has created such a demeaning issue to encourage women to become something that they will never be, perfect. Equality is a major issue in the world and is a topic that I am extremely passionate about. GEMS encourages young girls of all nationalities to become engineers, scientists, and other professions that are stereotyped as only being male careers. Not only have I been able to observe the growth of young girls, but I have been able to reflect upon the evolution of my own personality. My leadership skills have grown along with my motivation to volunteer in the community. One may have categorized me as an introvert while in elementary school, but my input into this program has placed me on a level of confidence to quietly take over the world. My next memorable moment happened in high school. I attended Orangeburg Wilkinson High School from ninth to 12th grade, and it was not until the end of my 12th grade year where I gained the confidence to try out for the varsity cheerleading squad. This was such a big deal for me because one, cheerleaders perform in front of crowds, and two, I had not cheered since 6th grade, which does not really count in my opinion. Trying out to be a Bruin cheerleader meant stepping out of my comfort zone and facing the fear of rejection. After each practice for tryouts, I trained and practiced even more. Making the squad was such a boost for my self-esteem, especially to find out that I had gotten a higher score than some of the returning members. Cheering for Orangeburg Wilkinson High School became something as important as breathing. I worked really hard to make my coach proud and learned how to stick to something that made me happy as well. This is why winning the title of Miss Cheerleader was one of the best moments of my life. This moment acknowledged everything that I practiced as a cheerleader. It meant that my peers appreciated my school spirit and how hard I worked to perform and uphold the alma mater. Every time I think about this moment, my sash and crown, I am reminded of the friendships I built with my cheer sisters, the courage and strength that I gained from challenges, the sad times that pushed me closer to happy ones, and motivation I gained to be a leader. These memories are ones that I will never forget. Another major impact that happened in my life happened this past April 6, 2014. I cannot explain my love for Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. My love for this organization is something that you could only understand if you were able to measure the dimensions of the entire universe. I gained interest in this illustrious sisterhood as I am a young woman continuing to make discoveries about myself and others, which supports how important it is to surround myself with a positive atmosphere because the environment has the power to shape who I am. This sisterhood of inspirational women has been dedicated to academics, helping others, and uplifting one another since 1913. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is all about community involvement, as our first public act was marching in the Women's Suffrage March in March 1913. I am so happy to call myself a member of this sorority, and I feel more than motivated to contribute to the Iota Rho chapter and to Delta nationally. Since April 6, 2014, I am proud to say that one of our programs at UNCC was to reenact the Women's Suffrage March, which was very special to me as the Women's Suffrage March has had a huge impact on the role of women today. I am a member of a sorority that cares to create a positive impact for all people. We hold our history close to our hearts, and there is a lot of social studies in that. This organization is a business that was incorporated on January 13, 1913 at 7:13 p.m. by 22 illustrious women who have paved the way for many today. Shirley Chisholm, a member of DST, was a huge influence to the world as she was the first black woman to become a member of the U.S. Congress and run as a major party candidate for the presidency of the United States. This sorority is filled with women of great leadership skills who have majorly impacted the world as we have chapters located in England, Japan, Germany, the Virgin Islands, Bermuda, the Bahamas, Jamaica, and the Republic of Korea. So, there is a lot of geography in this organization. I have developed into a woman who focuses more on sisterhood, not the attitude of being afraid to ask for help, and the motivation to get things done, not give excuses. I plan on making great contributions to the Iota Rho chapter and am happy to say that I was elected as corresponding secretary for the 2013-2014 year. Social studies happens continuously throughout our daily lives. It explains our roles in society, our rights in the social world, and our cultural similarities, much like what the impact of these events possessed for me. Reflecting on my memories as a GEMS mentor, winning the title of Miss Cheerleader, and becoming a member of the Iota Rho chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated has shown me just how much our ideas and decisions are influenced by social studies. These events have contributed to how important I feel about the equality of rights and having a voice in society. I want my students to feel like they have a right to voice their opinions in the classroom and in the community. I plan to use social studies to create concepts that promote comfort between each of my students and I. Social studies is a great way to incorporate discussions about many topics to where my classroom will be able to open up about world issues, dreams, and goals. My instruction will be geared towards creating problem solving, economics, life skills, cultural and historical awareness, to name a few. Social studies is a way of life, and I want to make sure that my classroom takes accurate time to incorporate this subject every day. It is confusing for schools to put so much emphasis on teaching math and reading, forgetting that social studies is just as important. Our students need to learn common sense strategies that will prepare them for the real world to where they can independently handle situations. Social studies teaches meaning and gives understanding. Throughout the years, I have gathered many memories that have taught me a lot about values, myself, and others. I hope to create a classroom where my students can go through experiences that help them in the same way, and I am so excited to reach this goal.